I believe we're live. The Hangout on air is live. So hopefully people actually know I'm live and don't think it's just YouTube lying again.
Oh, I know. We could put I'm actually live.
I thought about that, but I already started the video.
Come on, Red, my.
Come on and braid my hair. Come on and braid my hair. My hair. Wish that I could hold you now. Oh, I wish that I could touch you now. Oh, I wish that I could talk to you. Be with you somehow. To all of my homies. Whoa. Right now. Talk to you. Be with you. Somehow I know. Whoa. If you're watching this video after the live, as per usual, I probably won't start the reading until about 10 minutes in, so you can skip to 10 minutes to start the actual reading, just because I like to wait until people show up. Plus, it might take a little longer this time. YouTube said I've been live for the past 8 hours. So hopefully people don't think that this is still YouTube being broken. I guess I could actually post something too on the... How was that? Come on and braid my hair. They've been manipulating you since you were born. Illuminati. That's interesting. Oh, damn. There are people in here. There's 12 of you. My bad. I thought the room was empty. That's interesting. Whoops. My bad. In that case, what up, squad? I am Royalty D Allure. Switch off your devices. Haven't seen you in a while. Peace, Mango. Dark Moon. Nice to see you again today. And Chakras and Chasers. Nice. We got the whole squad in here. Well, not the whole squad, but a lot of the squad. Come on and braid my hair. Come on and braid my hair.
You have leftover frosting.
My hair. So pack your tree. Get your wine. We are, how long are we in? I wish I could see how many minutes in we are. How many minutes in are we, you guys? Can you guys tell? Yeah.
Ariana, you have any candy?
What? Candy?
Skittles, the ones from the...
Oh, see, I knew she would.
I'm on live.
Oh, sorry.
Now open it.
Who's been eating these?
All of them.
Everyone.
I want the blue one. I like blue.
Ew, I don't like blue.
Take them all.
Blue tastes good, dude.
Take them.
Yeah.
Take them all.
Thank
I thought you were gonna
you.
I didn't look at them.
Save me from myself. I like how they were just craving.
I know.
Sorry, you guys. Young Donna, Bill Gorman, you are still breathing. Bill, I was just thinking about you the other day because I don't think I've seen you in a live in a while. I also haven't been going live too often. That could also be why. But yeah. Is there anyone new in the group tonight? D Allure, I don't think I've seen you in here before. How's it going? Come on and braid my hair. Come on and braid my hair.
There's cookies too, Mommy, now.
Nice. You guys stoked to do some Emerald Tablets reading tonight? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda am. I do like story time. Come on. Fucking song stuff in my head now. Too many blood cells. What the hell? Bill, are you serious? A tabby man. Oh, that's awesome, Allure. I appreciate that. That makes me feel all warm inside. Nice. We got plenty of light. We got the homegrowns burning. We got the Anubis holding it down for us. Might just read from the Book of the Dead tonight. But title's already Emerald Tablets. We can't be switching it up. Bill, you definitely need a vampire girlfriend in that case. Definitely need. Are there any vampire women in the chat room that could help Bill out because he's got a very strange blood disease? Oh, you didn't bring the Book of the Dead? Fair enough. Ooh, by the way, you guys, I'm reading your comments on my phone, so they're not going to show up as quickly. I'll just look over at my computer. Give me a second. I'll open up my computer so I can read your guys' comments. Otherwise, it's going to take me a while to respond. I didn't bring my Book of the Dead. That's funny. Come on and braid my hair. Come on and braid my hair. Here's my computer just firing off like a madman right now. Is the audio good, you guys? Check 1 2. Is the audio good? So where does Frodo live? Frodo Baggins obviously lives in the Shire, in Bag End to be exact. All right, cool, you guys. Ooh. Who's joining me tonight? This one's to all my homies. Whoa. Right now. Talk to you. Be with you. Somehow I know. And 2D Miller. Prost. You guys, Man of Letters is popping off, by the way. We got like 14 sales in the past 2.5 days or so, something like that. Meeks, the last stream, I was just doing an update of an update, and then the stream crashed, and it said unable to log out of the stream at this time. So, it literally just said I was on live stream from like 1 o'clock this afternoon until I started this new live stream. I don't know what the hell was up with that. But yeah, Tread Life 420. Glad you made it, my dude. Oh, this is a great thumbnail right here. I wish eventually YouTube Live is going to be streamable in complete HD, and it's going to make me really happy, and I'm going to get a better lens, and it's going to look really dope on here. But until then, Matt Letters is going to have to stay grassroots, a little pixelated. If the audio quality bugs out, let me know. If the video quality bugs out, let me know. It's super peaceful. Musical Mood Ring, how's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks, Minx. Cool. How long has the video been running? Are we at 10 minutes? We're probably at like 15 minutes, are we? Can any guys know? It still says I'm live from this afternoon, by the way.
Strange.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Doo-doo. Speaking of vampires, Bill, that song I only know because of one of my favorite vampire movies of all time, which is The Lost Brothers, but the 80s version of The Lost Boys. Cool. Well, we're going to kick this off. We are at, I don't know how many minutes in we are. 11 minutes. Cool. She's got Spirit Lounge. Whoa. Everyone say hello to She's Got Spirit Lounge, because that's what we do when new people join the squad. It's like class. Everyone say hello to the newest student. Hello. All right, cool. Well, we're running it. Thank you guys for your patience. Thanks for being here. You could be anywhere else on a Monday night, but you choose to be here at Man of Letters, and I appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you guys. So without further ado, we will run this beat. Oh, I know I forgot the jams. I take that back. I forgot the jams, you guys. I forgot about the jams. Hold on. Is that weed? Hold on. All right, your guys' vote. Are we listening to like some Egyptian shit in the background with like the Egyptian flutes, kind of low key? We can go epic, emotional piano music. Could do some like magical shit, some like light magical shit. I don't know what I'm feeling. How about magic? Light Nox Arcana. African? African's a huge genre, man. What kind of African are you talking about? All right, looks looking like Egyptian. Egyptian counts as African, right? I think so. All right, so cool. Everyone's voting Egyptian. In that case, we will hit some Egyptian name music. Oh yeah. I wish there was a queue option for YouTube where I could queue up a whole bunch of good songs. And I'm taking fucking forever to start this video, you guys. My bad. Just try. This is the last thing, I promise. All right. Well, where are we at? Kiev. Wait, where are we at? Mysteries or freedom of space? What did I say? What chapter are we doing? Chapter 9 and 10. The key of freedom of space. Cool. Light my shit on fire. Okay. So, and here we go. The Emerald Tablets, Chapter 9. The key to the freedom of space. List ye, O man, hear my voice, teaching of wisdom and light in this cycle. Teaching ye how to banish the darkness, teaching ye how to bring light in thy life. Seek ye, O man, to find the great pathway that leads to eternal life as a son. Draw ye away from the veil of the darkness. Seek to become a light in this world. Make of thyself a vessel for light, a focus for the sun of this space. Lift thou thine eyes to the cosmos. Lift thou thine eyes to the light. Speak in the words of the dweller, the chant that calls down the light. And sing thou the song of freedom, sing thou the song of the soul. Create the high vibration that will make thee one with the whole. Blend all thyself with the cosmos, grow into one with the light. Be thou a channel of order, a pathway of law to the world. Thy light, O man, is the great light, shining through the shadow of flesh. But free must thou rise from the darkness before thou art one with the light. Shadows of darkness surround thee. Life fills thee with its flow. But know, O man, thou must arise and forth thy body go, far to the plains that surround thee, and yet are one with thee too. Look all around thee, O man. See thine own light reflected. Aye, even in the darkness around thee, thine own light pours forth through the veil. Seek thou for wisdom always. Let not thine body betray. Keep in the path of the light wave. Shun thou the darkened way. Know thee that wisdom is lasting, existing since the all soul began, creating harmony from by the law that exists in the way. List ye, O man, to the teachings of wisdom. List to the voice that speaks of the past time. I shall tell thee knowledge forgotten. Tell ye of wisdom hidden in past time, lost in the midst of darkness around me. Know ye, O man, ye are the ultimate of all things. Only the knowledge of this is forgotten, lost when man was cast into bondage, bound and fettered by the chains of the darkness. Long, long ago I cast off my body, wandered I free through the vastness of ether, circled the angles that hold man in bondage. Know ye, O man, you are only a spirit, the body is nothing. The soul is all. Let not your body be a fetter. Cast off the darkness and travel in light. Cast off your body, O man, and be free. Truly a light that is one with the light. When you are free from the fetters of darkness and travel in space as the son of the light, then ye shall know that space is not boundless, but truly bounded by angles and curves. Know ye, O man, that all that exists is only an aspect of greater things yet to come. Matter is fluid and flows like a stream, constantly changing from one thing to another. All through the ages has knowledge existed, never been changed though buried in darkness, never been lost though forgotten by man. Know ye that throughout the space that ye dwell in are others as great as your own, interlaced through the heart of your matter, yet separate in space of their own, once in a long time forgotten. Once in a long time forgotten. I, Toth, opened the doorway, penetrated into other spaces, and learned of the secrets concealed. Nine are the interlocked dimensions, and nine are the cycle of space. Nine are the diffusions of consciousness, and nine are the worlds within worlds. Nine are the lords of the cycles that come from above and below. It is pouring outside. Damn. That's awesome. Put the mic closer to my mouth. Sorry, you guys. The nine interlocked dimensions. Space is filled with concealed ones, for space is divided by time. Seek ye the key to the time-space, and ye shall unlock the gates. Know ye that throughout the time-space consciousness surely exists, though from our knowledge it is hidden, yet still forever exists. The key to the worlds within thee are found only within, for man is the gateway of mystery, and the key that is one with the one. Seek ye within the circle. Use the word I shall give. Open the gateway within thee, and surely thou too shalt live. Man, ye think that ye liveth, but know it is life within death. For as sure as ye bound to your body, for you no life exists. Only the soul is space free, has life that is really a life. All else is only a bondage, a fetter from which to be free. Think not that man is earthborn, though come from the earth he may be. Man is light-born spirit, but without knowing it, he can never be free. Darkness surrounds the light-born, darkness fetters the soul. Only the one who is seeking may ever hope to be free. Shadows around thee are falling, darkness fills all the space. Shine forth, O light of the man-soul, fill thou the darkest of space. Ye are the son of the great light. Remember, and ye shall be free. Stay not thou in the shadows. Spring forth from the darkness of night. Let thy soul be, O sunborn, filled with the glory of light. Freed from the bonds of the darkness, a soul that is one with the light. Thou art the key to all wisdom. Within thee is all time and space. Live not in bondage to darkness. Free thou thy light from the night. Great light that fills all the cosmos, flow thou fully to man. Make of his body a light torch that shall never be quenched among men. Long in the past sought I wisdom, knowledge not known to man. And far to the past I traveled, into the space where time began. Sought I ever new knowledge to add to the wisdom that I knew, yet only I found did the future hold the key to the wisdom I thought. Down to the holes of Amenti I journeyed, the greater knowledge to seek. Ask of thee, lords of cycles, their way to the wisdom I sought. Asked the lords this question: where is the source of all? Answered in tones that were mighty, the voice of the Lord of the Nine said, free thou thy soul from thy body and come forth with me to the light. Then forth I came from my body, a glittering flame in the night. Stood I before the Lord, bathed in the fire of life. Seized was I then by a force great beyond knowledge of man. Cast was I to the abyss through spaces unknown to man. Saw I the moulders of order from the chaos and angles of night. Saw I the light spring from order and heard the voice of the light. Saw I the flame of the abyss casting forth in light, and saw order spring out of chaos, saw light giving forth life. And then I heard the voice. Hear thou and understand. The flame is the source of all things, containing all things in potentiality. The order that sent forth life is the word, and from the word come life and the existence of all. And again spoke the voice, saying, "The life in thee is the word. Find thou the life within thee, and have powers to use of the word." Long I watched the light flame pouring forth from the essence of fire, realizing that life but order and that man is one with the fire. Back I came to my body, stood again with the nine, listened to the voice of the cycles vibrate with powers they spoke. Know ye, O Toth, that life is but the word of the fire, the life forth, the life force ye seeketh. Before thee is but the word in the world as a fire. Seek ye the path to the word, and powers shall surely be thine. Then I asked of the nine, O Lord, show me the path. Give the path to the wisdom. Show me the way to the word. And answered me then the Lord of the nine, through order ye shall find the way. Saw ye that the word came from chaos? Saw ye not that light came from fire? Look in thy life for this order. Balance and order thy life. Quell all the chaos of the emotions, and thou shalt have order in life. Order brought forth from chaos will bring thee the word of the source. With thee the power of cycles, and to make of thy soul a force that free will extend through the ages, a perfect sun from the source. I listened to the voice, and deep thanked the words in my heart. Forever have I sought for order, that I might draw on the word. Know ye that he who attains it must ever in order be for use of the word, though this order has never and can never be. Take ye these words, O man, as part of thy life, and let them be. Seek thee to conquer this order, and one with the word thou shalt be. Put forth thy effort in gaining light on the pathway of life. Seek to be one with the sun state. Seek to be solely the light. Hold thou thy thoughts on the oneness of light with the body of man. Know that all is order from chaos. Born into light. All right, it's freezing. No more rain. And that was it. That does it for chapter 9. You guys, what happened? My candle just broke. Holla. Repeat it? Hell no, Junior. No shot. I'm moving forward though. I'll read the next tablet actually. Unless anyone wanted to bring up anything from that tablet that was noteworthy of commenting on. Oh. Shakespeare, or it is said by many sources that Shakespeare used to keep a sprig of rosemary next on his desk at all times because it stimulated his thought and creativity, his memory, and his, most importantly, focus and concentration for when he was writing his works of art. That was a rosemary sprig. And so I one-upped good old Shakespeare and just have some pure rosemary essential oil that we just take whiffs of. Oh man, Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, you got to get on that essential oil life. It's all homemade too. What up? Whose music is this specifically? This music is. I'm on YouTube right now, by the way, for music. This one is called Ancient Egyptian Music: The Bazaar, spelled as in like Bazaar, like a bazaar, like a court, or what's a bazaar? What the hell is a bazaar? Like a marketplace. Yeah, but if you just type in Egyptian ney, Ney is the Egyptian flute. So whether they're playing that Egyptian flute when it was Kem, like 5, 6, 7,000 years ago, I don't know. But it feels Egyptian, so I rock it. But yeah, the Egyptian ney, Ney, that's the name of the flute you're looking for with that Egyptian sound. Yeah, allure. Rosemary is fuego. I even have rosemary hydrosol, but I didn't pour any for myself. False. But some of the Egyptian stuff gets too corny. Like, this is a little too much. It's the thing. It's actually, yeah. Anywho. Cool. Anything you guys wanted to talk about in the Key of Mysteries? There was some heavy ass shit that was going down there. I don't know if you guys realize that or not. Specifically where he was talking about finding order to find the way, which I find very interesting. Quell all the chaos of the emotions, I also found exceptionally interesting in there. Because I would say modern spirituality, if you want to call it that, definitely tends to focus on the emotions and so what I'm looking for. At least to me, it seems like an unbalanced approach to emotions. It's like all about the emotions and hates on the restricting of emotions, or like, I don't know. It's just interesting that he'll hear in the text to, what's the word he uses? It says quell all the chaos of emotion, but somewhere he talks about balance and the order of thy life, but I can't. Bummer. It's gone forever. Interesting. Anywho, you guys want to move on or what? Hold on, I think I'm getting some juicy comments in. If all is mental, you have to remove emotion. Yeah, well said, Dark Moon. Well said. Yeah. Maybe not. So I don't mean to knock on emotion, but I talk about this in my book a little bit, but I didn't really have this thought in this depth until more recently. And it's been a while since I've written the book, so I've definitely had a lot of changes of thought. This being one of them. Emotions, while we have to keep them under control, are almost like the juice behind action. It's like the fuel behind, like your emotion is the fuel behind your actions. So if we can almost cultivate emotions, we can cultivate the willingness to do the action. But then it just comes down to which emotions are you cultivating. And again, not that some emotions are good and some emotions are bad, but because some emotions are more useful in other situations or in some situations. Like sometimes it's not useful to be sad, or sometimes it's not useful to be happy. Sometimes it's, and of course you have to have the knowledge to know when to act in a certain situation, basically. So you're not just an animal. And I think that's what it means by quell the emotions. So you control the emotions, therefore you can control the actions. If the emotions are controlling you, then you're reacting to the emotions negatively or positively. I don't know, but sorry, pure solar self. Hetep, y'all. Tobago Ramakutuane. Tobago Ramakutuane. Ramakutuane. Tobago Ramakutuane. See, we're getting to the cheesy area of the Egyptian music, y'all. We gotta figure this out. There's one thing I don't like. It's too much. It's not getting the amount of cheesiness right. If it's too cheesy, it just throws the whole thing off. You know what I mean? This, on the other hand, is nice. All right, who's ready for the next chapter? Unless you guys want to pitter patter about anything else, which I'm super down for. Otherwise, we'll be kicking off the next tablet. Oh, Bill, are you still in the room? How are your tablets going? Are you done making? Bill Gorman, if you guys saw him texting or messaging just ago, is making his laser engraving his own emerald tablets based off the photos from the internet, which sounds pretty amazing. Bill, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy? Bill's just no big deal laser engraving emerald tablets in his garage. It's pretty incredible. It's how the experience you have to be emotional at times. Oh yeah, Dark Moon. That's what I meant by rethinking the emotion part. It's not, I didn't mean to say that you have to drop emotion. At least my interpretation is you have to and not even control emotions either. It's not about controlling your emotions. It's just about You just can't be used by your emotions. You have to use the emotions. And most of the people are being used by their emotions. And a lot of people like it. And a good relatable example is anger. Like if you guys have ever been super angry and it feels good to be angry and you want to act out, it literally feels good to beat on something or to yell or scream or to curse somebody out. Rationally thinking, we know that's not a good idea, but we do it in the moment because of how good it makes us feel. We do it consciously. We know how good our emotions make us feel, which is why we give so much to them. And that's part of the human experience, like you're saying, is to be emotional. But what you can do, which is still part of the human experience, is engaging in which emotions you want for certain circumstances. Like sometimes it is good to be angry and to yell and shout, especially if you're someone who's like a pushover and everyone walks all over you and you never speak up for yourself. Then you're the person that needs to utilize your anger. And if you're someone that's always fucking angry and it feels good to be angry and it's easy to be angry, then you're probably someone that needs to go the other route, and be chill and know when to use it. So yeah, to be human is to have emotions for sure. And emotions are pretty fucking powerful, you guys. Emotions are what get shit done. Like you're if you're driven and you're feeding off the endorphins of being driven, that emotion is going to carry you. No matter how tired you are, how late you're staying up, what you have to do, the emotion is going to carry you through the actions. So use the emotions. Don't be used by them. Oh, Donna Lynn, congratulations. Bill, we might have to work something out because I kind of want those emerald tablets you're making. So let me know how much you're putting them up on eBay for. Let me at least haggle. Let me at least see it. Light Nox Arcana, exactly. It's like being used by the sword or using it. Yeah, perfect. That's a perfect example. There's other examples that I give to. No, that one doesn't fit here. Never mind. That's a better one. Releasing built up negative energy. Yeah, all of it. Emotions are fucking energy, man. Just starting from the mind and exiting in the body is basically what emotions are. Wow. To some degree, you know what I mean? Yeah. Me on Looney. Looney, your name reminds me of Harry Potter for some reason. By the way, did you guys hear that rainstorm that was kicking up during the reading? Only lasted like 5 minutes, but jeez. I think there's a ghost. There's a ghost in our midst. Burn the sage. Spray the rosemary water. Oh, what's up, Cassandra? Didn't see you in here. Don't think I've ever seen you before, but nice seeing you. Cool. We kicking off this next tablet or what? Might have to light another candle. I want to light the pillar, but it's the only one I got. And what if someone buys a pillar?
Can do it.
I'm at a crossroads, you guys. I want to light this brand new pillar that I poured because it's dope as fuck. But it's the only one I have. And if someone orders the pillar, then I have to remake it. And these take forever. I just burned my hair. I might have to do it. I might have to pull the trigger though. That's awesome. Well, thanks for chiming in. Okay. Sweet y'all. I'm gonna kick off. This soundtrack is killing it right now. All right. Oh no, emerald tablets. Chapter 10. Chapter 10 is one of my favorite chapters, or tablets. Keep calling them chapters. Key of Time. Definitely one of my favorites. Haven't quite wrapped my head around it yet. But it's definitely one of my favorites. Something special. Welcome to the squad. Something special. Everybody say what up. All right, if you guys need to use the restroom or anything, go now because I'm about to start the next tablet. In T minus like 30 seconds. Come on, I braid my hair, braid my hair. Oh man. Come on, braid my hair, braid my hair, braid my hair. To alone. Come on, braid my hair. Big mosque. El Mosque. Someone just typed in Big Mosque right now in the comments. And it reminded me of El Mosque.
Oh my god. Huge lie.
Oh, that's funny. Oh. All right. Here we go. Throw me a thumbs up or something if you guys are ready for the next video. Shoo-wop, shoo-be-doo, shoo-wop, shoo-wee-wop, shoo-wop, shoo-be-doo, shoo-wop, shoo-be-wop. With your powers combined. Okay. Tablet 10 of the Emerald Tablets, written by Thoth the Atlantean. The Key of Time. List ye, O man, take of my wisdom. Learn of this deep hidden mysteries of space. Learn of the thought that grew in the abyss, bringing order and harmony in space. Know ye, O man, that all exists, has being only because of the law. Know ye the law, and ye shall be free, never bound by the fetters of night. Far through strange spaces have I journeyed into the depth of the abyss of time, until in the end all was revealed. Know ye that mystery is only mystery when it is knowledge unknown to man. When ye have plumbed the heart of all mystery, knowledge and wisdom will surely be thine. Seek ye and learn that time is the secret whereby ye may be free of this space. Seek ye and learn that time is the secret whereby ye may be free of this space. Long have I, wisdom, sought wisdom. I and shall seek of eternity's end, for know that ever before me receding shall move the goal I seek to attain. Even the lords of the cycles know that not yet have they reached the goal, for with all of their wisdom do they know that truth ever grows. Once in a past time I spoke to the dweller, asked of the mystery of space and time, asked him the question that surged in my being, saying, Master, what is time? Then to me spoke he, the master. Know ye, O Thoth, in the beginning there was void and nothingness, a timeless, spaceless nothingness. And into the nothingness came a thought, purposeful, all-pervading, and it filled the void. There existed no matter, only force, a movement, a vortex, or a vibration of the purposeful thought that filled the void. And I questioned the master, saying, Was this thought eternal? And answered me the dweller, In the beginning there was eternal thought, and for thought to be eternal, time must exist. So into the all-pervading thought grew the law of time. I, time which exists through all space, floating in a smooth rhythmic movement that is eternally in a state of fixation. Time changes not, but all things change in time, for time is the force that holds events separate, each in its own proper place. Time is not in motion, but ye move through time, as your consciousness moves from one event to another. I, by time, yet exists all in all, an eternal one existence. Know ye that even though in the time ye are separate, yet still are one in all times existent. Ceased then the voice of the dweller, and departed I to ponder on time. For knew I that these words lay wisdom and a way to explore the mysteries of time. Oft did I ponder the words of the dweller. Then sought I to solve the mystery of time. Found I that time moves through strange angles, yet only by curves could I hope to attain the key that would give me access to the time-space. Found I that only by moving upward and yet again by moving to the rightward could I be free from the time of the movement. Forth I came from out of my body, moved in the movements that changed me in time. Strange were the sights I saw in my journeys, many the mysteries that opened to view. I saw man's beginning. Learned from the past that nothing is new. Seek ye, O man, to learn the pathway that leads to the spaces that are formed forth in time. Seek ye, O man, to learn the pathway that leads to the spaces that are formed forth in time. Forget not, O man, with all of thy seeking, that light is the goal ye shall seek to attain. Search ye for the light on thy pathway, and ever for thee the goal shall endure. Let not thine heart turn ever to darkness. Let light shine, soul be a sun on the way. Know ye that eternal brightness, ye shall ever find thy soul hid in light, never fettered by bondage or darkness. Ever it shines forth a sun of the light. I know, though hidden in darkness, your soul, a spark of the true flame, exists. Be ye one with the greatest of all lights. Find at the source the end of thy goal. Find at the source is the end of thy goal. Light is life, for without the great light nothing can ever exist. Know ye that in all formed matter the heart of light always exists. Aye, even though bound in the darkness inherent, light always exists. Once I stood in the halls of Amenti and heard the voice of the lords of Amenti, saying in tones that rang through the silence, words of power, mighty and potent. Chanted they the song of the cycles, the words that opened the path to beyond. I saw the great path opened and looked for the instant into the beyond, and saw I the movements of the cycles, vast as the thought of the source could they convey. Knew I even then infinity is moving on to some unthinkable end. Saw I that the cosmos in order and part of a movement that extends to all space, a party of an order of orders, constantly moving in a harmony of space. Saw I the wheelings of cycles like vast circles across the sky? Knew I then that all that has being is growing to meet yet another being, and a far-off grouping of space and of time? Knew I then that in words are power to open the plains that are hidden from man. I that even in words lies hidden the key that will open above and below. Hark ye now, man, this word I leave with thee. Use it, and ye shall find power in its sound. Say ye the word Zin Uru, and power ye shall find. Yet must ye understand that man is of light, and light is of man. How you doing over there? Holding up? List ye, O man, and hear a mystery stranger than all that lies neath the sun. Know ye, O man, that all space is filled by worlds within worlds, aye, one within the other, yet separate by law. Once in my search for deep-buried wisdom I opened the door that bars them from man. Called I from the other planes of being one who was fairer than the daughters of men. I called her out from the spaces to shine as a light in the world of men. Used I the drum of the serpent, wore I the robe of the purple and gold, placed on my head a crown of silver. Around me the circle of cinnabar shone. Raised I my arms and cried the invocation that opens the path to the plains beyond. Cried to the lords of the signs in their houses, lords of the two horizons, watchers of the treble gates. Stand ye one at the right and one at the left, and as the star rises to his throne and rules over his sign, I, thou dark prince of Arulu, open the gates of the dim, hidden land, and release her whom ye keep imprisoned. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, dark lords and shining ones, and by their secret names, names which I know and can pronounce, hear ye and obey my will. Lit I then with flame my circle and called her in the space plains beyond, daughter of light returned from Arulu. 7 times and 7 times have I passed through the fire. Food have I not eaten, water have I not drunk. I call thee from Arulu, from the realms of Eker I summon thee, Lady of Light. Then before me rose the dark figures, the figures of the lords of Arulu. Parted they before me, and forth came the Lady of Light. Free was she now from the lords of the night, free to live in the light of the earth's sun, free to live as a child of the light. Hear ye and listen, O my children. Magic is knowledge, and only is law. Be not afraid of the power within thee, for it follows law as the stars in the sky. Know ye that to be without knowledge, wisdom is magic and not of law. But know ye that ever ye by your knowledge can approach closer to a place in the sun. List ye, my children. Follow my teaching. Be ye ever seeker of light. Shine in the world of men all around thee, a light on the path that shall shine among men. Follow ye and learn of my magic. Know that all force is thine if thou wilt. Fear not the path that leads to knowledge, but rather shun ye the dark road. Light is thine own, O man, for the taking. Cast off the fetters, and thou shalt be free. Know ye that thy soul is living in bondage, fettered by fears that hold ye in thrall. Open thy eyes and see the great sunlight. Be not afraid, for all is thine own. Fear is the lord of the dark Arulu, to he who never faced the dark fear. I know that fear has existence created by those who are bound by their fears. Know that fear has existence created by those who are bound by their fears. Shake off thy bondage, O children, and walk in the light of the glorious day. Never turn thy thoughts to the darkness, and surely ye shall be one with the light. Man is only what he believeth, a brother of darkness or a child of the light. Come thou into the light, my children. Walk in the pathway that leads to the sun. Hark ye now, and list to the wisdom. Use thou the word I have given unto thee. Use it, and surely thou shalt find power and wisdom and light to walk in the way. Seek thee and find the key I have given, and ever shalt thou be a child of the light. End chapter. That was a fun one. That was a fun one, you guys. I enjoyed reading that. That was nice. No, I don't know the lady, Mion Looney. I don't. She's actually never stood out to me as strongly as she did when I was just reading this tablet right now. I've read this and listened to this countless times, but that's probably the most that's ever stood out. I was thinking that same thing, like, who the hell is the lady? Where'd she come from, and how did I miss that before? Cleopatra, he's definitely not talking about Cleopatra. This shit was written in like 3, 4, 5, 6,000 plus BC. Cleopatra was around, and Julius Caesar hooked up with Cleopatra, didn't he? Oh no, Mark Antony did. I think they both did. They both hooked up with Cleopatra, but Cleopatra ended up marrying Mark Antony. But that was like around, I think, like, what, 100 BC or something like that? The gateway to the plains is the continental divide where east meets west here where Toth and Anubis are in Colorado. Something special. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, Dark Moon, I'm with you on that one. I tend to think of things not as I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. Google it. When do you guys Google this real quick? See what Toth is talking about. Who was the lady from Tablet 10? That's the thing. There's not many people. The Emerald Tablets aren't that big. So it's not like the Bible where you can type in what verse are they talking about here, and then there's 1,000 interpretations of it. With the Emerald Tablets, it's pretty much us that's trying to figure out what the hell these tablets are talking about, which is kind of cool because it means we get to pretty much write the book on the Emerald Tablets. But on that one, still, I'm drawing a blank. Let's see. Yeah, nothing. I got nothing. A true eternal is one who understands all the curves and angles of time. That's basically what he was saying too. All right, so Lightnox Arcana says, a true eternal is one who understands all the curves and angles of time. Yes. Where are we at? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The only thing is, I'm going to take notes so I can recall this stuff. Saying the way to be free of the physical body basically was through time. I'm not sure what the hell he means by that. I mean, basically what he's saying is time came into being because to have something that is eternal, you must have time, because eternal means forever, and forever is measuring time, and you have to be measuring something. So in order for there to be infinity, there has to be something that's measuring infinity, and that's time. So that's where time comes from. And then time holds all events separate, and you use your mind to switch from event to event. So basically what it's saying is your mind is, you're constantly traveling through time because you're constantly changing your point of awareness, which is on things, and things are separated by time. So every time you change to a new thing, you change in time. That's fucking weird. But on a really quantum level, I guess makes perfect sense. But then to escape time, no. To escape the fetters of your body, which is what the tablets refer to as your body as being like fetters, chains, basically. To escape the chains of your physical body is to escape through time. Yeah, it's a tough one. So where the hell does curves and angles come through? That's what's really confusing. I get what time is, where it came from, why it exists, how we move through time. Time doesn't change. We change through time, in time. I don't get the curves and the angles, man. I don't get them. Where's the share at? You guys got a link on a share? Someone shoot her a text and be like, yo. Yeah, Cassandra, that was the kicker. When it says she was fairer than the daughters of men, that's where I took it from symbology to being literal. I didn't read that. Yeah, I didn't read the story of the woman as being a symbol of something else or an allegory or anything like that. I thought it was literal because it talked about her being fairer than the daughters of men, which said that while she was a girl, she just wasn't human. Because the children of men are different from the children of the sun. Remember the Atlanteans, the gods of Atlantis were children of the sun, and they existed among the children of men, which were the earthbound. So if she was fairer than the daughters of men, we know that this lady must not be human in the human sense that you and I are human. But some kind of Atlantean that was trapped in the darkness in the abyss. Like, what the fuck? There's a lot of stuff going on. There was like a video game, so I felt like I was in Zelda or something. Yeah, junior outer body experience. That's what I was thinking too. You would have to leave your body in an outer body experience, and from there you could hop time. But maybe what happens is when you hop to a different time, you plug into. No, that would make. I was thinking you could plug your awareness into something in the future and you would be living in the future. And no time would have passed in your world where you left your body because you're traveling in the astral plane, which time doesn't exist on. So if you're traveling in the astral plane at the speed of thought where time doesn't exist, you can, in theory, live an infinite amount of lifetimes before coming back to this body, right? Because and time, and you'll be wherever you left off, same memories and everything, because again, nothing passed from this time. So maybe that's what he means by leaving the fetters of the body, is that you can astral project, be the infinite being that you want, live in different time frames, create your own time frames out of nothing, like a dream, for example, or go into already existing parallel realities in the future, in the past, wherever, which seems to be what Thoth is doing, because he says, I went back to the beginning of time, where man existed. And then he said, it saw that nothing is new. So we live in cycles. That's what he means about cycles, is that we're not that we're going in circles, but that we're going in like a spiral, right? Because a spiral is still circular, but it goes in a direction, either forward or backwards or sideways or whatever way. But the astral projecting is the key, I think. No one ever Lamworth. They had some hot cave woman. It's true, Bill. That's true. I actually thought about that too. I do have a little boob up. Is that Jurassic Park theme song playing in the background? No, but they definitely took the first couple lines from Jurassic Park. That's some cheap shit right there.
Sounds like Dracula.
It does now. It got kind of dark. I'm about to switch up. Oh, it's coming from me. That was funny. I thought there was some Dracula music playing somewhere in the house. And I was like, that's kind of cool. It was coming from my computer. Still cool, though. The coolness is still there. I just thought the coolness was coming from elsewhere. But no, it was coming from Chaboy. The first awareness in the void. Yeah, that's true, too. We can't imagine that. We literally can't imagine what was there before existence because your imagination would create a sort of container and nothing can contain everything. So like even by imagining the void, you're off. You're wrong from the start, which is fucking crazy. And that's what they mean by we have finite minds and we can't comprehend the all. We can't comprehend God or the force or, you know, that thing that fills voids. You can't comprehend an infinite thing with a finite mind. Which is why we study not what it is, but the laws that extend from it. So if you guys are curious, what the hell is the point of Man of Letters? That's basically what I teach in a nutshell. I don't teach what it all means, but I teach the structures that come from that thing, the laws, the principles that extend from that thing. And you find them in everything. You find them everywhere, in every area of study, from the physical sciences to the social sciences, to language and communication, to cultures, to the ecosystem, to nature, to the fucking stars and the sun and black holes and shit. All of it. There's just 7 basic principles that existence follows, and that's what the philosopher, the alchemists, and the hermeticists, and the Gnostics, all of them were teaching in code basic, very basic, simple principles that govern reality. And then we apply those principles to questions that we have to learn the answer to those questions. And that's kind of what happens on Man of Letters. It is almost giving you guys a utility belt and showing you how to use it so that you can figure your own shit out. Which, what I've gathered, is kind of the best way to approach helping people, I guess. Spooky, 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 spooky.
So there's a shadow in the background.
Oh, damn, look at that. Damn, if I had 4 arms, this is what I would look like. Damn, that's
spooky.
Like, touch. I could play all the music in the world. I had 4 hands. Damn. Having too much fun with that. What do you call them? Hand puppets, shadow puppets over here.
Spear fingers.
With the spear fingers. What a doo doo. Nice. Well, damn. See, I sniffed the rosemary, and it would just perk my whole game up. Nice. Burning my candles too. Yeah, I'm burning the hell out of my candles right now. One of the best parts of being a candle maker isn't like, it's like making money off of them is cool, but it just means I have an endless supply of top shelf, high-end candles at all time, of all shapes and sizes, and they literally pay for themselves. It's awesome. It's one of the coolest things. It's like just check a box somewhere on the bucket list. Just check that box. What time is it? 10? I wonder if I have work tomorrow. I'd be down to do another tablet with you guys. It's only 10, but I might have work tomorrow. And if that's the case, I don't want to do another tablet because I got work tomorrow, which is a bummer. So I might have to end Nobody Knows When You Fart. That's not true, Bill. Some of them sneak past the candles. It's not necessarily true. Some farts got the stank that surpasses the candle. But I think I might put on Jonesy. You guys ever seen that movie, So We Bought a Zoo? It's one of my favorite movies. I've only seen it once, but it's still one of my favorite movies. The writer, the guy who did the music for that movie, his name is Jonesy, and he's from Iceland and makes really melodic, haunting, emotional, instrumental. I don't want to say electronic, but electronic-esque. And it's awesome. Me and the homie used to take supplements and go into the mountains and listen to this soundtrack. Parts of it, actually. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. Jonesy. Oh no, wrong button. That's not the one. The supplements growing. Bill, you're quick. I like it. Not Zoe Bought a Zoo. It's called So We Bought a Zoo. Like, so we bought a zoo. Big deal. Kind of whatever way. And my boy Matt Damon is in it. But I don't know. It totally slipped through the radars because it's new, and I definitely didn't see previews when it came out. But it was also really good. It's one of those really good feel-good movies about a dude who literally buys a zoo with his family, and they build it up, and it's like all feel-good and shit. Fuck, where was I? Hmm. No, Dark Moon. Orulu was the dude who was holding her. She was released from Orulu. Take those supplements. I've never barfed from the supplements. The supplements actually taste super tasty. I've always enjoyed the taste of those supplements. Last night I dreamed that I was riding a bike around Santa Barbara. And in my head, I was like, I wish I had rosemary with me, or my clippers to cut the rosemary. That was literally my thought on the bicycle. I was like, oh, I should have brought the rosemary. Fair enough, Donna Lynn. Fair enough. What's the date? 4th? Have you seen Amélie, Ariana? Amélie, the French movie?
I don't think so.
No? That's where this song is from. It's called La Valse d'Amélie.
Is it a love movie?
Not really.
No?
It's just a weird French movie that's really good.
I gotta see it then.
Pterodactyl food going game to the nest for dinner. Bill, are you smoking weed? The message makes no sense. I was hang gliding in Hawaii, or I was pterodactyl food going game to the nest for dinner. That's too long to type, Dark Moon. Nice. Dark Moon, copy and paste that, Dark Moon, into the comment of this video. So there's the messaging that we're talking through, and then there's the actual comments for the video. Just copy and paste that into the comments of the video. Sorry, I keep talking on my phone. I need to talk to the camera. But I just need to fill out a couple notes on the dream journal, you guys. I had a really weird dream last night. I don't know if any of you guys are into dreams or dream interpreting. Damn, so what the hell are you guys doing up on a Monday night? It's 10 on the East Coast, and all of you guys are probably on the East Coast. Everyone's always rocking ink guys. Two best invention, the ink pen. This ain't your average pen either, folks. This is a state-of-the-art brass-tipped fountain pen. It's got the embroideries in it and everything. How nice is that? Oh, you guys can't see it. Either way, it's dope. In my dream, I was biking and there was I was crossing train tracks and one of the gates closed and there was a line of cars backed up, but I was on a bicycle, so I rode around the cars, and when I got to the front, the train rail lifted, but the power was flickering as it lifted, like to the whole city. The whole fucking dream really went black, and then the lights turned on, and then went black, and then the lights turned on, and then the train flew by me, and the thing wasn't down. I was like, holy shit, the fucking trains are coming, and the signals aren't working. And so the train was going, there was like 4 or 5 train tracks that I had to cross, though, that were on this intersection. Instead of just the regular 2, there was a whole bunch of them. So like, and they were going off at random, and I was in the middle of the train, of a few of the train tracks I was in the middle of. And the power kept going out. I don't know why. It was strange. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that happened, but I can't really remember. Part of the reason why you guys have the dream journal is because it's not mentioned very often, and I don't think I've actually mentioned it before, is because you start to notice reoccurring themes and activities in your dreams because you tend to dream about the same things over and over. So you start to notice patterns when you write them down. But I've literally never ridden a bike in my dreams ever in the history of any dream I've ever remembered in my entire life. Never have I ridden a bike. So, in other words, I didn't stand a chance of becoming lucid in that dream because it definitely felt like real life. But yeah, you'll start to notice reoccurring themes when you start writing your dreams down. Like, that's all dream journal. But again, I have been writing in this thing for years now, probably for fucking 6-7 years. I should have filled 10 of these things by now, but I'm not as consistent with my dream journaling as I should be. Yeah, Bill, have all the fun you can, man. Find you a vampire girlfriend. That sounds like an easy enough fix, Bill. You should save it. Ask him if you can save it. Say, hey, I know you're draining my blood, but can I have it? And then see what they say. A boo boo, a boo boo, but. Damn. Cool. Well, we don't have any work tomorrow, you guys. What up? No work tomorrow. What it do? Yeah. All right. That's great news that we have no work tomorrow. Because while I didn't have work today, what if I started working at like 9 o'clock today?
Yeah.
Started working for the Man of Letters at like 9 o'clock today. Ashira coming in hot got me a whole bunch of orders. We're collabing on apothecaric items at the moment. So it's pretty much packaging and running around taking care of orders until like literally 6 o'clock, right when the post office closed. We made it in time. Also harvested a whole bunch of fresh lavender to make some lavender water and lavender essential oil, which I'm stoked on. But tomorrow I'll be able to fucking chill, which I'm stoked on because Tuesday is gonna be a day for Tuesdays are for tostadas and chill. That's what Tuesdays are gonna be. Tuesdays. That means I need to move my car.
That means we get free tacos.
Oh, T-Mobile gets free tacos tomorrow too. And if you guys have T-Mobile, but T-Mobile gets free tacos on Tuesdays as per the Super Bowl commercial. They saved someone else with it. What? How do you know it's not the Illuminati trying to take your blood, man? Ask them if you can keep your blood. Tell them that you want to do some weird rituals and shit. Maybe you could paint your emerald tablets with it. I don't know. You can do some cool shit with it. All right, Dark Moon. I think you probably can't access the comment section because you can't comment on a live video. I just realized that. You can only talk in the chat room, but you can't leave comments until the video's done. So. Tobago Ramakutuane. Oh my God. Tobago Ramakutuane. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. If you're going to suggest that it's Sophia or Mott, you're going to have to give me the reasons why. Like, find me some text from Mott or Sophia that makes you believe that that's who Thoth is referring to in the key of space and time. Because otherwise it's just speculation. Like, I think it's a literal woman because it says that she's fairer than the daughter of men. If it was symbology, I don't see why. If it was symbology, I don't see why they would have to bring up that she was more attractive than Earth women. Like, that would be irrelevant if it was symbology. But it was specific in that he brought a woman over fairer than the daughter of men. So it tells me that it's not symbology, it's a real person. But as far as it being Mats or Sophia, I don't know, man. You got to hit me with some what's the word I'm looking for? Citations. I need some citations from you. Oregano. This is just oregano for ambience sake. Yeah, Tobago. Or yeah, Bill, you should definitely save it to do some blood magic shit. But just make sure you do stuff on yourself, not on other people, because then it gets weird. This used to be one of my favorite versions of this song. It's canon, but a variation on a theme of canon. In D. Toth, Toth absolutely understands the meaning of nature. You kidding me? That dude traveled space and time. It just completely stopped raining. It was raining so hard like an hour ago. Link theory is the blog. Cool. Sounds good, y'all. That's probably good like that, actually. Song brings back good memories. Donna, yeah, they did. I might run another. What are we doing? Where we at? Let me see how long the next tablet is. Mysterious Universe. Or we could read blog responses to it. That sounds like fun. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff that is on here, actually. Josh Manasa. Buenos dias. All right. Give me a sec, folks. I gotta be back. Whoa, come on. You gotta focus for me or what? My bad. What up? I think that was it. Were we gonna do another chapter? I was supposed to look at how many chapters there were. Kind of want to research some stuff, but I'm not sure if I want to keep doing it with the emerald tablets. We finished the key of time. The key to above and below. The law of cause and effect, and the key of prophecy, the keys of life and death, Atlantis, secret of secrets. It's awfully ominous. Should I slam another chapter? All right, you guys down for another chapter or what? Or am I going to read a chapter out of Moby Dick because I have that in the closet too? Just make it a free-for-all reading. I just put it this time. Another Light Nox Arcana is down for another chapter. All right, this one's pretty short. We'll knock this one out. Chapter 11. The Emerald Tablets by Toth the Atlantean. the key to above and below. Hear ye and list ye, O children of Chem, to the words that I give that shall bring ye to the light. Ye know that I knew your fathers, your fathers, in a time long, long ago. Deathless have I been through all the ages, living among ye since your knowledge began. Living among ye since your knowledge began. Leading ye upward to the light of the great soul have I ever striven, drawing ye from out of the darkness of night. Know ye, O people amongst whom I walk, that I doth have all of the knowledge and all of the wisdom known to man since the ancient days. Keeper have I been of the secrets of the great race, holder of the key that leads into life. Bringer up have I been to ye, O my children, even from the darkness of the ancient days. List ye now to the words of my wisdom. List ye now to the message I bring. Hear ye now the words I give to thee, and ye shall be raised from the darkness to light. Far in the past, when I first came to thee, found I thee in caves of rocks. Lifted I thee by my power and wisdom until thou didst shine as men among men. I found I thee without any knowing. Only a little were ye raised beyond beasts. Fanned I ever the spark of thy consciousness until at last ye flamed as men. Now shall I speak to thee knowledge ancient beyond the thoughts of thy race. Know ye that we of the great race had and have a knowledge that is more than man's. Wisdom we gain from the star-born races, wisdom and knowledge far beyond man. Down to us had descended the masters of wisdom as far beyond us as I am from thee. List ye now while I give you wisdom. Use it, and thou shalt be free. Know ye that in the pyramid I builded are the keys that shall show ye the way into life. Draw a line from the great image I built to the apex of the pyramid, built as a gateway. Draw another opposite in the same angle and direction. Dig ye and find that which I have hidden. There shall ye find the underground entrance to the secrets hidden before ye were men. Tell ye I now of the mysteries of cycles that move in the movements that are strange to the finite. For the infinite are they beyond knowledge of man. Know ye that there are 9 of the cycles, 9 above and 14 below, moving in harmony to the place of joining that shall exist in the future of time. Know ye that the lords of the cycles are units of consciousness, sent from the others to unify this with the all. Highest are they of the consciousness of all the cycles, working in harmony with the law. Know that in time all will be perfected, having none above and none below, but all one in a perfect infinity, a harmony of all in the oneness of all. Deep beneath the earth's surface, in the halls of Amenti, sit the 7, the lords of the cycles. I, and another, the Lord from below. Yet know thee, that in infinity there is neither above nor below, but ever there is and ever shall be oneness of all, when all is complete. Oft have I stood before the lords of the all, Oft at the fonts of their wisdom have drunken and filled both my body and soul with their light. Spake they to me and told me of cycles and the law that gives them the means to exist. I spake to me the Lord of the Nine, saying, O Toth, great are ye among earth children, but mysteries exist which ye know not. Ye know that ye came from a space-time below this, and know ye shall travel to a space-time beyond. But little ye know of the mysteries within them. Little ye know of the wisdom beyond. Know ye that ye as a whole in this consciousness are only a cell in the process of growth. The consciousness below thee is ever expanding in different ways from those known to thee. It, though in space-time below thee, is ever growing in ways that are different from those that were part of the ways of thine own, for that it grows as a result of thy growth, but not in the same way that thou didst grow. The growth that thou had and have in the present have brought into being a cause and effect. No consciousness follows the path of those before it, else all would be repetition and vain. Each consciousness in the cycle it exists in follows its own path to the ultimate goal. Each plays its part in the plan of the cosmos. Each plays its part in the ultimate end. The farther the cycle, the greater its knowledge and ability to blend the law of the whole. The farther the cycle, the greater its knowledge and ability to blend the law of the whole. Know ye that ye in the circles below us are working in the minor parts of the law, while we of the cycle that extends to infinity take of the striving and build a greater law. Each has his work to complete in his way. The cycle below thee is yet not below thee, but only formed for a need that exists. For know ye that the fountain of wisdom that sends forth the cycles is eternally seeking new powers to gain. Ye know that knowledge is gained only by practice, and wisdom comes forth only from knowledge. And thus are the cycles created by law. Means are they for the gaining of knowledge, for the plane of law that is the source of the all. The cycle below is not truly below, but only different in space and in time. The consciousness there is working and testing lesser things than those ye are. And know, just as ye are working on greater, so above ye are those who are also working as ye are, yet other laws. The difference that exists between the cycles is only in ability to work with the law. We who have being in cycles beyond thee are those who first came forth from the source and have in the passage through time-space gained ability to use laws of the greater that are far beyond the conception of man. Nothing there is that is really below thee, but only a different operation of law. Look thee above or look thee below, the same ye shall find. Look thee above or look thee below, the same ye shall find. For all is but part of the oneness that is at the source of the law. The consciousness below thee is part of thine own as we are part of thine. Ye, as a child, had not the knowledge that came to ye when ye became a man. Compare ye the cycles to man in his journey from birth unto death, and see in the cycle below thee the child with the knowledge he has. And see ye self as the child grown older, advancing in knowledge as time passes on. See yourself We also, the child grown to manhood with the knowledge and wisdom that came with the years, so also, O Toth, are the cycles of consciousness, children in different stages of growth. So also, O Toth, are the cycles of consciousness, children in different stages of growth. Yet all from the one source, the wisdom, and all to the wisdom returning again. Ceased he from speaking and sat in silence that comes to the Lord's. And then he spoke to me, saying, O Toth, long have we sat in Amenti, guarding the flame of life in the halls. Yet know we are still part of our cycles, with our vision reaching unto them and beyond. I know we that of all nothing else matters excepting the growth we can gain with our soul. Know we the flesh is fleeting. The things men count great are nothing to us. The things we seek are not of the body, but are only the perfected state of the soul. When ye as men can learn that nothing but progress of soul can count in the end, then truly ye are free from all bondage, free to work in a harmony of law. Know, O men, ye should aim at perfection, for only thus can ye attain the goal. Though ye should know that nothing is perfect, yet it should be thy aim and thy goal. Ceased again the voice of the nine, and into my consciousness the words had sunk. Now seek I ever more wisdom, that I may be perfect in law with the all. Soon go I down to the halls of Amenti to live beneath the cold flower of life. Ye whom I have taught shall never more see me, yet live I forever in the wisdom I taught. All that man is because of his wisdom. All that he shall be is the result of his cause. List ye now to my voice and become greater than common man. Lift thine eyes upward, let light fill thy being. Be thou ever children of light. Only by effort shall ye grow upward to the plane where light is the all of the all. Be ye the master of all that surrounds thee. Never be mastered by the effects of thy life. Create then ever more perfect causes, and in time shalt thou be a son of the light. Free let thine soul soar ever upward, free from the bondage and fetters of night. Lift thine eyes to the sun in the sky space. For thee let it be a symbol of life. Know that thou art the greater light, perfect in thine own sphere. When thou art free, look not ever into the blackness. Lift up thine eyes to the space above. Free let thine light flame upward, and thou shalt be a child of the light. End tablet. My voice is getting all raspy. Well, that does it for the live emerald tablets of Tothy Lansing reading for this Monday. Yeah, Amber, I agree. There is a lot of things to ponder that are presented in that tablet. Oh man, there's so much. Like, never be mastered by the effects of thy life. That is debatably the most important line of that last tablet. And it's be ye the master of all that surrounds thee. Never be mastered by the effects of life. In the teachings of the Hermetic philosophy or of the Emerald Tablets, you have such thing as the law of cause and effect, which says you cannot have an effect that doesn't contain with it a piece of the cause. And there is no effect that is affected without a cause. In other words, all things are tied to all things throughout time. You have a cause, and then you have an effect of that cause. And then you have a cause, and then you have an effect of that cause, rippling out into existence. And what this tablet ends with says specifically, be ye a master of all that surrounds thee. Never be mastered by the effects of thy life. And then as a result, create then ever more perfect causes, and in time thou shalt be the son of the light. So it speaks on this law of cause and effect. It says there are things that happen and they affect you, and there's things that you cause, that you do, that affect the world. And you can either be one or the other. One or the other at any given point in time. You can only be one or the other. And that is either the cause or the effect. And the effect is the person that is changed by circumstances of the world, which we all are at certain points of time. But then there's the effects who do the changing, who initiate the change in the world, and then the effects become causes or results of that original cause. So the idea is to aim for perfection, though it clearly states perfection is not attainable, and it isn't, because perfection is stagnant, right? And we are not stagnant, we are changing, therefore perfection is unattainable. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't reach for it, because reaching for perfection means we are continually being very good causes. We are being the cause instead of the effect, and not only are we being the cause, but by aiming for perfection, we are being really good causes. And if you have a whole bunch of really good causes, then you have a whole bunch of really good effects. And that's exactly what it's saying. Never be mastered by the effects. Instead, create then ever more perfect causes. It's like if you, and practically speaking, for the average Joe, right, is looking at your day and saying, okay, today I need to finish these 5 things to be where I want to be at tomorrow. And then at the end of the day, you look and you say, did I accomplish the majority of these things or did I not? And if you checked off all 6, then it was a good day. And if you check off all 6 for 365 days in a row, imagine how much you'll be fucking slaying compared to never writing anything down, never have any goals, and just kind of going with the flow all the time. And I haven't made a video on this channel about why I not hate, but why I really don't believe in that go with the flow is because the flow is completely passive. And to be completely passive 100% of the time means you're dominated by inactivity. You need a balance. You need passivity and you need activity. You need to know when to be passive and when to be active, when to be the effect and when to be the cause. So we have, again, this comes down to being conscious of the world. This is why consciousness is so important about why waking up, quote unquote, waking up, being woke is important, is because it's just the ability to pay attention to what's happening at all times, not locked into your emotions, but seeing things completely objectively, and then you can rationalize with the situation. Is it relevant? Is it useful? Yeah, that was a huge tangent. We'll cut it there. You guys get it. But Bill, I don't know what AFU stands for. Thoth spoke of knowing the ancient fathers, so would that make him like Odin, the All-Father? No, Thoth is not the All-Father, you guys. Thoth is actually fairly insignificant. Thoth is fairly insignificant in terms of how powerful he is or how advanced he is. Because throughout the tablets, he speaks at length on how there are children of the stars that are far past him. Thoth is actually children of man who was taught by the children of the stars in Atlantis. So Thoth is not like Odin. Would make him like Odin, the All-Father. No, Thoth is not like Odin. Thoth would be more like I actually don't know who Thoth would be like in Norse mythology. I don't know much about Norse mythology. I know there's Odin, and then Thor, of course, the son of Odin, and then Loki, of course, is the trickster god, the brother of Thor. But I don't know the other ones. But Thoth is like Ra would be like Odin, the father, right? But Thoth isn't the top deity of Egyptology. He's the scribe. He's the one who wrote down the goings on of the world. He was the recorder and the keeper of wisdom, but he wasn't the most powerful or the Odin figure. You know what I mean? That in Egyptology would belong to Ra. I think Ra is, I'm pretty sure, is the ultimate god of Egyptology or ancient Kemetic religion. I think that's it though. I'm tapping out, you guys. It's now 11. That means I was a solid 2, 10, 9, but a solid 2. Oh, I guess that's not our long. It's still not our longest live, but it's a good, healthy 2.5 hours. So, oh damn, Josh Manassa. That's a damn good point. I never thought of that. The people of the North. Well, Josh Manasseh, that's interesting because to the north of Africa wasn't only Greece, it was also Israel, which was even closer than Egypt. So the closest northern people at the time of ancient Chem were the ancient Israelites of the Abrahamic religions. Which makes me think. So what was it? The 7 tribes of Israel? Was the 13 tribes of Israel? I can't remember. And the Jews were just one of them. There was like the Jews, and there was the Samaritans, and then there was like Assyria. There was the Phoenicians. But there's a whole bunch of tribes of Israel, and they were all fighting with each other, and they all had their own gods. And the Jews had their own God who favored them among the other 13 tribes of Israel. So it was when you study these ancient texts, it's almost like there were, like, each nation had its own leaders of sky people, and they were all pitted against each other. Like, Thoth is talking to the people of Chem, saying, "Don't give away my secrets to the men of the north," who just happen to be the 13 tribes of Israel. And then you have the God of the Jewish people saying, "You are my chosen people among all the other 13 tribes, and like you can't worship any of their people. Fuck all those guys. Basically, if you go to war, I'm going to favor you, and they're going to lose." So it's totally God's picking sides and backing up the human race. To what end, I have no fucking clue. It doesn't really say. But then if you look at the Indian text, the Mahu, what's the Indian text called around? The Mahurabha, Mahu. I don't know. The Indian.
Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gita.
The Gita, the Indian Bible, is the same thing. Except theirs was in more detail. They actually went into detail about how the gods literally went to war with each other and describe nuclear blasts and shit. It's crazy, the detail that the Indians go into with advanced warfare. But yeah, that's that. 13 tribes, 7 nations. I'm gonna order a pizza.
I know, right?
I'm gonna order a pizza.
Oh, it's Chinese New Year's today too.
Chinese New Year's today. Happy New Year's, you guys, from China. I'm not in China, but it's Chinese New Year. So
yeah, we're ordering Chinese food. Just kidding.
Yeah, Josh Manansa for sure. Yeah, they were. You know what's pretty fucked up? I did a video on this, but I didn't receive much. I didn't get good feedback from it. I'm not sure if I didn't explain myself very well, or I just missed the ball altogether. But I was trying to argue for the God of Judaism being the cause and source of racism, and that was my hypothesis. And the evidence to base that off of was the Tower of Babel in the Old Testament, or the Tanakh, the Jewish Tanakh, the Christian Old Testament. The Tower of Babel talks about the gods not visiting Earth for a really long time, and so Yahweh he's talking to people. It's literally plural, and he's talking to other people. It's not just him. He says, "It's been a while since we've seen what the humans are up to. Let's go see what they're doing." Like, basically they're like, hey, let's go check out the humans. And they're like, cool, it sounds like a good idea. So they travel to see the humans. They see the humans and they say, look what the humans are capable of when they are one language and one race. The Tower of Babel, he says that they can be like gods. When man is of one race and language, they are like us. They are as powerful as us. So the gods destroyed the Tower of Babel and scattered humanity across the planet and made it and confounded one another's speech so that they couldn't understand each other, so that they can't be as powerful. Because if you can't communicate, you're not powerful. If you are divided, you are not powerful. And what better way to divide a people than by making them not understand one another's language? And so my hypothesis was God created racism. At least the Hebrew God created racism, in the fear of man being as powerful as them when they had one language and one nation. Now we have humans literally all over the planet. If you're near the equator, you're darker because of the sun. If you're further from the equator, you're not as dark because of the sun. Now there's a million languages, right? There used to be one language from ancient Sumatra, Sumeria. There's one language, cuneiform, and then it spread. There's Assyrian and Phoenician and Hittite and Egyptian and Greek and all the African languages and all the European, Western European, Slavic, Scandinavian, Romantic languages and the Oriental languages, right? So somehow that I guess fits in with gods versus gods, you know. There's been multiple gods in every religion, and I know they say Christianity is one God, but that's bullshit too, because if you just look at the text of the original Hebrew Bible, which is where Islam comes from, which is where Christianity comes from, and all of its subcategories all come from the Jewish Bible. And that Bible is not a singular God over and over again. It says us and our and we and God's plural. It's never talking about one God until the New Testament, which isn't even Judaism anymore, it's Christianity. But yeah. Bill, seeing the positive in things, I like it. I'm right there with you too. I do enjoy different cultures and different foods and different styles of people and different fucking. I appreciate the cultures too. Well, Josh Manasseh, that's the thing. There isn't one god or multiple goddesses or one goddess and multiple gods. At least the idea is there's the gods and goddesses that we read about aren't the god. They're just entities far beyond our capacity. Therefore, we call them gods. Just like when Cortez landed in Mexico and they thought he was the return of Quetzalcoatl, their big god. But it was just some dude from Spain trying to find a bunch of booty. But they thought he was a god because he was so far advanced. That's basically what we're dealing with in the Bible and all the ancient religious texts. People who are much more advanced than we are come down and interfere, and we think they're gods. But the God is undescribable. The original conscious, all-pervading thing from which all things come from, the original and undying and everlasting substantial reality is undefinable. It's not a he, it's not a she, it's not an it's not the universe, it's not energy, it's not the force, it's not chi, it's not you, it's not me, it is undefinable. Which is why it can be anything, because it's undefinable. But even to say it's infinite is falling short of the thing, because again, infiniteness means there is a time scale, because you can't measure infinite without time, and this thing is also beyond time, so it's beyond even infiniteness. You know what I mean? We can't come to terms with that with our minds, our finite minds. We can't describe that thing. We can't label that thing. We can't say, God is a man or God is a woman. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not. It's above masculine and feminine. It's above man and woman. It's beyond culture. It's beyond language. It's beyond thought, even. It's beyond feeling, even. It just is. Onyx conscious, I like that. I've never thought of it that way before. Gods or goddesses are ancient archetypes. They got to a state of consciousness where they surpass typical human abilities, sizes, etc. I think so too, Onyx. I think so too. I think that feels the closest to home for me. I like that. That's well said, Onyx. I'm hungry. I need food. I'm not gonna make it. The all absolutely includes good and evil. Bill, you are absolutely right. Which means, it also means, and no one ever talks about, what it means is that it's also not love. When I say love is everything, like source is love, even that is not true. For a couple different reasons. First of all, love implies hate. Love casts a shadow because it exists. If something exists, then it has to have an opposite. So love casts the shadow of hate. You cannot have love without hate. Hate is love, in other words, to a varying degree, depending on perspective. So the substantial reality also is not love. It again is beyond definition. Love is a definition for sure. If anything, love is a definition. So it can't be that either. Nope. Fallacy. We call that a fallacy. Nope. It's not even neutrality, because neutrality is still on that line. If you have, so neutrality would be like, you have 100 degrees and then you have 0 degrees, and 50 degrees is like the middle ground, is neutral, but it's not. It's still not neutral, because neutral is still a representation of the scale, just a different part of the scale. The thing is past scale, so it's not even neutral. That's what I mean. You can't define it, you guys. There's no way of defining what it is. And to try to define what it is like the mouse that's forever on the wheel. It runs forever and ever. And no matter how fast or hard or how long it runs, it dies in the same spot where it started. getting nowhere. So it's not. It's no definition. You guys can't guess it because there's no guessing to be done. Do. I might put on some 20s jazz right now. I'm kind of feeling some 20s jazz right now. You boo boo. Talk about a vibe change. What you looking at?
Friend's picture.
That's good. You want some elder?
That sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. I see you, kid. We as humans have two poles naturally, so we teeter on those two poles daily. Yes. That's what we call rhythm, baby. Two eyes, arms, legs, etc. It's finding the balance and all that helps us see the whole picture. Yes, it is. Yes, well said, Onyx. That's all. Perfecto. I was definitely living in the 1920s in a past life. Cool. Damn. We've been holding strong on this live. Well, you guys have anything else to say, or are we calling it? We should distill some rosemary tomorrow. GGMYE. Yes, I'm down. Super down. Oh, Mad Love. I gotta put you in touch with my friend who is also all about knitting. That's super cool. Martin Kenny? No, I haven't heard of Martin Kenny Onyx. Yeah, I haven't. But GGME, MYE, I'm not sure how you pronounce that name. Just email me, I guess. My email is on. If any of you guys are trying to collab on stuff, I'm super down. Have I heard of Sir Master Gano Grills? Negative, I have not heard of that person either. When it comes to influences, I don't know many people. I know my boy Alan Watts. I listen to a lot of Alan Watts. I heard his books kind of suck, so I haven't read his books, but I listened to a lot of his lectures. And Terrence McKenna, Leary, just the main heavy hitters. Damn, my boy Bashar, who channels aliens, I listen to a lot of his stuff. Do. I don't know what Cotton Eye Syndrome is. Cool. We're tapping out though, y'all. For real this time. Thanks for joining in. Again, you guys could be anywhere on a Monday night, but instead, like sleeping, for example. But instead, you're chilling, man, letter style on the live. I appreciate that. And thank you guys. And I'll see you. I'll see you soon. I'm not sure when, but I'll see you soon. You guys have a good night. Be safe. Bill, please shoot me an email when you finish the tablets before you sell them, because I'm interested. And everyone else, yeah, peace out.